Staying true to yourself while creating, that's one of the hardest things you'll do. Every artist, entrepreneur, and creator faces the same tension. How do you honor your vision when bills need paying? When critics don't understand? What does it actually take to stay true to yourself in your creative work? What do you risk? And what do you gain by being yourself? I'm an actor, author, and entrepreneur, and my own journey has shown me that being authentic in your creativity requires courage. So settle in, these are honest conversations about what it means to create. Today's conversation is with Tye Banks, a filmmaker, director, and producer, and we are going to talk today about creativity and business and what happens when the stories you want to tell aren't the stories that people want to fund. But first, Tye, welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So do you want to share kind of how you got into filmmaking, directing, producing?
Well, I got into filmmaking through music, actually. So pretty much the music career didn't go where I wanted to go. So I kind of fell into filmmaking. I was selling CDs and hustling CDs and stuff like that. Ended up meeting a guy at the gym who was actually already a filmmaker. So he took me to Talent One and all that stuff. And I did a commercial for him, and it's been going ever since then.
Wow.
So that's how I got into it.
Okay.
And my first film I did was funded from a commercial that I actually landed. And I took the funds from that and made the first movie with it.
Was that Hit a Lick or was that a different?
Hit a Lick, yeah.
Okay.
That was the movie. And it was from that, I forgot the name of that commercial we did. It was a whole bunch of us did it. And we were dancing or something like that. I do remember that. But the checks, it was like a SAG. So you understand, so the checks was coming in.
Yeah.
So I just took the money from that and then made the movie for it. But that was the first thing I ever wrote was Hit a Lick. But I went to like a tech school, Wait Tech, to learn how to write a script.
Interesting.
So I knew the story I wanted to tell, I just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's how I started into filmmaking.
So how did that story come about? Was it a personal story or was it just like something that you wanted to share?
Well, it started off kind of like personal, but some of the parts in there about my friends that was rapping at the time, like the part where Sharita, the girl Sharita, she's always bickering at her boyfriend about rapping. That really happened. Like a girl kept getting in the way of his dreams,
Yeah.
But this is part of it, but a lot of it was based around real stuff.
Okay. How was that funding, that initial process when you wanted to get it made and approaching, investors to maybe support the film, and how did that process go?
We didn't really try to get investors because when you making music, you pretty much do everything independently if you really want to make it. So we kind of went away from the investors really, because I was pretty much looking at investors like if they come in, they're going to change the story. Because the investor is going to look at it strictly off monetary,
Yep.
So they don't really care about the story as much as they care about the profit from it.
Right.
Which is understandable, But so we didn't even do that. We just went straight ourselves.
Yeah. So you raised the money yourself, and is that how it worked? GoFundMe or whatever?
No, that's what I'm saying. We took the money from the commercial.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
The actual commercial, every bit we got for the commercial, we just threw it into that.
Nice. So you took the monies that you made from your own work and then funneled that into the filmmaking. Have you noticed over the years in doing other films that you've had to do that, or has it been easy to find funding to get the films made?
Pretty much I've been doing it myself for the most part. I know other people that do it. It just depends on what type of deal you're doing. But a lot of people don't really want to do. At the end of the day, it comes down to what's going to make them money. And I've found that a lot of people, when they write movies and the movie you write, the one you shoot and the one that comes out are totally different movies. Yeah. And it has a lot to do with, are you gonna get a profit bet or not?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you could, how could you explain that to people that, especially aspiring writers or aspiring filmmakers, and they have this vision and they really want to tell their story, but then when it comes down to finding the funding for it, the whole story could potentially change. How could you kind of explain that so people understand that?
Well, it's all about, you can make a story up, but at the end of the day, does somebody want to watch it? And it's different categories is already in place, right? So you have faith-based, right? Faith-based is automatic. It's a group that want to see it automatically. Then you got the drama. Then you got a different type of drama. You got thrillers. So it's really based on what the people want to see. It's just like anything else creative you do. Yeah. It's like somebody making a song. It could be the best song in the world, but if nobody wants to listen to it, it doesn't.
So how do you find that balance where you're creating something that you want to be authentic in what it is that you're telling in this filmmaking, the writing process, but you want people to resonate with it, but then you want the funding for it. Like, where do you find that balance in that whole process?
You can do it either two ways. You either can compromise what you want to do, which is probably going to happen anyway, or you can fund it yourself. So it's because a lot of people aren't really trying to give money like they used to anymore. And it's because the equipment, you got a lot of things going on now. You got AI coming into the equation now. So if you're a producer, right, you got to look at it from a producer's point of view. Why do they want to fund your project? How are they going to get anything out of it? Because they're looking at it like, well, I like this project, but in order for me to make the next one, I got to make a profit from this one. So is this one going to be the one to make me money so I can do this one? So pretty much everybody is trying to either, I know there's a lot of people will go ahead and make a movie for someone else. And then that's what's going on right now. A lot of people are just selling their movies. Right. And there's other people are just building catalogs. So that's going on. Are you making something that can go into their catalog? You know, you just got to look at what is it in for them? Right. What are they going to get out of it?
Right. Like you look at indie, you know, production companies like A24, they have got a very specific catalog of films. Whereas like some of the older ones, more like if you look at some of the work that Steven Spielberg does, it's more action packed and whatnot. So basically you're saying that as a producer, as a production house, you know, finding your individual kind of niche or catalog, compiling all of those together makes it easier for you to produce your own films, right? Is that what you're kind of saying?
Well, we kind of, just to give you an idea. So like if you're dealing with, most producers are dealing with distributors, right? Some distributors will tell you what's selling. Like I get a whole big printout. It's like over 1,000 movies.
Wow.
And we can see what's selling.
Yeah.
So when someone comes to you with an idea, oh, this and that, we're like, we already know what's selling. Does it fit that right there? Yeah. So we already know. And even like with Lifetime, they have a format. When you make a movie for Lifetime as a writer, they have the beats and everything, how it should go. And a lot of people don't know that if they're not really into it, they don't know. But it's like that because Lifetime knows their audience. Sure. So when you're writing a movie or anything you write, you should know your audience like you know yourself. Like you can't really write for you. Yep. You have to write for the audience. And then you have to make the producer understand what you're doing. And the producers are going, well, I want a movie like this one. So are you making something like this one for this group of people? Because they're the ones watching. So that's what a producer cares about. Yeah. Because a producer is with the movie the whole while. Even when everybody's gone, the director's gone, the actor's gone, the writers, the producer's still with the movie. So it's almost like a kid that you just keep on going and going and going with, right? Yeah. But an actor, director, everybody just move on to the next project. Sure, yep. You see what I mean? So the producer, we're stuck with it. So we're like, well, this got to work because I might not have another project I put out for another 6 months. Right. Or, you know, so once you understand that part of it, it's a lot easier. So you basically, different producers going to put out different things. So like some do crime dramas because crime dramas sell. Right. You know, and right now, urban women are selling.
I've heard that actually.
Yeah, that's what's selling right now. But even in the faith, I found out, I know me and you understand this, but colorism is an issue. So the woman is dark, she's going to sell right now because they want to be represented more. Sure. You see what I mean? And other producers have already figured this out. I'm not going to say their name, but they figured this out a long time ago. And that's why they're so, real successful now. Yeah. But I can see it now as far as like, I was just acting. Now I see
from the producer side. Angle, you can see the trends and like the ebbs and flows of the industry. So let me ask you this as well. So you are the actor, you're an actor, you're a writer, you're a filmmaker, you're a producer, you're a director. So wearing multiple hats, you're the actor, you're the writer, you're the director, you're the producer. When you're wearing all of those hats, how do you how do you find your own voice in that? Because obviously as the producer, you need to produce content or, develop content that's going to sell. As the filmmaker and the writer, you want to be authentic to yourself. You want to tell your personal story. And obviously as the performer, the actor, you're just kind of, doing what you have to do. But how do you kind of balance that when you know that you need to stay within those trends? How do you tell your story? Do you adapt the stories you want to tell to the trends or,
Yeah, pretty much adapt to it. Right now, I haven't really been in front of the camera lately because I be pretty much doing everything else behind it.
Right.
But that's pretty much what I do. I just adapt to it. Because my thing is, I like to get the people what they want. At this point now, it's like, they already like what they like. I'm not going to change, their opinion about stuff.
Sure.
So I'll just pretty much just go with what they like. That's pretty much what I've been doing lately. And then I put on people that I know, that I've acted with, that I know can act. Right. I think that's the easy part for me because I know actors, and I think a lot of producers struggle with finding actors or finding the right actors.
Right.
But I think right now, if you was to ask me what I think an actor should do, I think actors should be like really promoting themselves because a lot of producers I know are looking for actors that actually have like a buzz or people that's doing something. Yeah. Because they don't just want to get an actor who ain't really, they're just acting and they're not active on social media, stuff like that. Because you got to look at it like, is that really helping the project? And it really helps the actor, really, because other producers, believe it or not, they talk to each other all the time. We talk to each other all the time, like all the time. Like someone that, who, this person, this person is, like I get like probably like 15, 20 people a month asking me to be in movies. Like I got so many people trying to add me as friends on Facebook and stuff. I just don't know them, So I just go with people I already know.
So you're saying that as the actor, like it's important for you to look at your work as a business in a sense, because we have to do the promoting. Like obviously, we have to do when doing auditions, we have to do the setup, like set everything up, the camera and the lighting and the sound and all of that, and then edit ourselves. So you are kind of your own little microcosm of a film industry as an actor. And then of course, getting into the writing and the producing side as well, it gets much bigger and many more people involved. So you're saying that it's just beneficial for actor, really anybody in the industry, to kind of put themselves out there and look at their work as like a business in a sense. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I know producers right now that are way bigger than me, and I know for a fact that's what they're looking for.
Really?
Yeah, they're definitely going out their way to find that. So they're already on people's social media, seeing the interaction, what's going on, and I already know someone's doing it right now. Right. But I see a lot of actors is in movies and stuff that even the ones I've done, they're not even saying anything. And I'm looking like, wow, people are following you right now because I'm going to promote it. Yeah. I'm going to promote my,
Sure, yeah.
What the films, I'm promoting mine. So it's like, you might as well just jump on it. And it doesn't have to be you promoting that movie. You promote yourself, that you're acting in this movie. Yeah. You think about it, would you want to hire somebody that you didn't think anybody knew? Or someone everybody knew, even though they might not be able to act as good as the people, you still gonna go with what's gonna bring eyeballs.
Right. Like I noticed that over the past few years, there was a huge focus on influencers, hiring influencers, because they've already built their brand in a sense. So it's better for the bottom dollar of the film that you're trying to produce. Do you think that there are issues? Sometimes you can run into that. Like you just said, sometimes it's better to find someone who has a larger following but might not be a good actor. Do you think that contributes to the success, or that could contribute to the failure of a film?
No, they just hire an acting coach.
Okay. So you're saying they just sort of bypass the fact that they can't act.
Just get an acting coach. Yeah. That's all they do. To be honest with you, that's what they do. Or they're surrounded with people who can.
Sure.
So
you don't really notice that.
Right. That's all they do. Because they're trying to get a profit. You got them everything. I mean, I know everybody look at it as art. I get it. But at the end of the day, the art isn't going to move without the money. Right. So that's how they're looking at it. And these people aren't really like, to be honest with you, some of them are definitely in it to make a profit.
Right. I mean, I would say the whole of Hollywood itself is a business. Yeah, and I think a lot of people fail to realize that. They fail to realize that they're walking into an industry that, yes, of course, art is the foundation, but business and meeting your quota and your bottom dollar is the ultimate goal for these films. And so like, as, again, wearing all those different hats, do you find it challenging to kind of balance the business side? Obviously you recognize the value in the business side, but where does your art ever, or your creativity ever fail or come short of where you want it to be because you really are focused on the money-making aspect?
Not really, because I done got to a point now that's like, well, who gonna watch it? So, like, okay,
Interesting. Yeah.
Before I even make a movie or something, I ask myself, who's going to watch it? Are they going to pay attention? Because now everything is based on not that you made it, but everything is based on basically AVOD, which is advertisement on demand, right? So in order to make money, people have to watch a movie all the way through so the ads can play on it, right? So is it going to keep their attention? Is this the type of movie that this crowd want to watch? What are these people already watching? So before I even write it, I'm already asking the question, who is this for? So I'm not going to even write it if I don't even know who is it for.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the way I approach it. And then I put my own thing on it that way.
Okay, so how do you balance between your passion, obviously filmmaking, writing, between the need to make money?
Well, it depends on which project it is. All right, so like I have a passion project I want to do right now, but I know I don't have the funding for it yet. You know, so I use the other ones to fund that one. So in order for me to do it, like I got a project right now I know people gonna like. I know my tribe is gonna be behind it automatically. But I don't know about other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to make sure it fits. So before I even write it again, I'm looking at all of that like that. I know it's kind of weird because you basically, from artist, you switch over.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to do.
It's almost like if you're making a painting, right? You want to create this thing, but there's only these specific colors that people are interested right now. And so you have to make what you want to make, but you can only use the colors that the people want, you know? So it's kind of like that with film, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so it's like you like making a painting, right? You make a painting, but are you painting something people want to see? Is it something that they're going to recognize, or is it just going to be art? If it's art, it's cool, but it's going to be for a smaller audience. So to find a balance, you got to understand, well, why am I doing it? So if you're making a film, first thing to ask, why am I doing it? Am I doing it for notoriety, to win film festivals, to make money, to build my resume? Why am I making this film? So that's what you got to ask yourself first. For me, I already know what I'm making it for. I'm making it to make a profit so I can make another one.
Sure.
So I'm going to take my talent and write what I know is going to make money so I can make another one, because this is how I'm doing for a living now.
So with that in mind, are you telling your stories, or is it getting lost or sort of, blended in with the rest of society's stories?
I just tell the stories from like, right now with selling, I already know these type of people. Being in the South, I mean, like faith-based one, right? I'm not super duper faith people, but my family is. So I just look at them. I'm just writing their story. I'm writing the story about the people around me, you know? Same with the crime thing. I don't do crime, but my friends did growing up, you know? So I know I'm just writing what I saw. Yeah. So you almost become like a reporter in a way.
Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it.
And you just put in your style within that. But it got to be relatable, else they're not going to watch it. Yeah. You know, like I did a whole bunch of movies and my mom just told me that was her favorite movie. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, so, but it just depends on who it is. You get my latest one that's my favorite movie. My that's my favorite movie. And I know why they like it. I mean, I know because I made the black lady look like the hero. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I know why they like it.
So they resonate with that.
Yeah, they resonate with that. They want to see that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wrote it and you wrote some of it too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just spin it into what they were like. But the creativity is still there. Yeah. You see what I mean? So you just got to know your audience. Yeah. In order for it to be successful. Yeah. You get what I mean? Like, so that's pretty much what happens. Yeah. At least with me. I tried making other films like I wanted to see. I don't think the people want to see it. Really? So why? I'm curious. I don't know. I mean, everybody got their own, you know, everybody into whatever they're into. Sure, yeah. You know, so I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to give you what you want and take myself out of the equation and make sure you good, and go ahead on and write what you want. But I'm gonna put my spin on it, of course, but it's gonna be still what you want. Because if you don't have the customer, you don't have anything, you know?
Right. So interesting. So the way you approach a project is what does someone else want to see, or what do a group of people want to see? That's so interesting, because I feel like that's the challenge with a lot of artists, you know, because it's like you want to write what you want to write, or you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to create, but then it's like, but who cares, you know? And so you have to, you know, adjust everything. And it's,
I don't think they just don't have the information. The artists don't have the information. Because if you think about it, why would a distributor want to distribute something they're not going to make any money from? Why do a producer want to produce something they're not going to make any money from?
Yeah.
So the platforms, why would they put it up there if they're not going to make any money from it? Like Tubi is all AVOD, which is advertisement. Why would they put your movie there if nobody's watching it?
Right.
And they can't run ads on it. I mean, social media show you that. Facebook is a really good, and Instagram, they're really good at showing you that. Because if it doesn't, you don't get a lot of likes, a lot of followers, it means that people are not interested.
They'll hide you on the algorithm.
Right, they'll hide you. Exactly. So it's happening anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so you might as well understand the business and then use your creativity in the business.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I love that. And I love that you have insight into that.
Yeah.
So what platforms do you prefer? So obviously you've got some projects on Prime, like Tubi as well. What are some of the other platforms, and how have you made them work to your advantage?
It just depends on which one it is, because each audience, they like all of them. It's not like one audience is on one thing, right? So some people watch YouTube right now. YouTube is probably doing better than anybody in the movies right now.
Sure, yeah.
So Tubi is for a different group. Like, to be honest with you, it's more urban. And they're watching it because they don't really have a lot of money to pay for subscriptions. So all of us love Tubi. You know what I mean? So we know that audience is there.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that they get on Netflix and things like that, but it just depends on your deal, because Netflix pay out different. Like, I have friends who have moved on Netflix and they made more money on Tubi than they did Netflix.
How so? Or like,
because
what was
it's based on advertising. Tubi is based on how many times people are watching and the ads running on there. Netflix is a license. So here's your check and we'll give it to you X amount of years or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But Tubi is like, it'll never stop if the movie stays popular. You know what I mean?
Is that how Amazon is structured as well?
Amazon is, right now, Prime is not, nobody really.
Really?
We don't really care like that, because they drop down. How much they're paying is way, way low. You know, it's like almost like, I think like 5 or 6 cents for the hour or something like that. It's really low. It's real, real low right now. But you do better when you rent it, of course, but they take 50%. So
when you say rent, you mean like you rent
the movie.
So as a viewer, you're renting the movie.
Like somebody buys, they either buy it or they rent it from you. Sure. Amazon takes 50%.
Before they pay the producer or the
then you got to go through the distributor, and then the distributor pays you. So they take in 20% of whatever was rented. Like, let's say if it's $1, Amazon takes, you get 50 cents, right? Then the distributor takes 20 from that 50. Then you get what you get from that cut from the distributor.
So the distributor acts as like an agent in a
middleman,
sense, the middleman.
Yeah. So
does Tubi do you have to have a distributor to get through Tubi, or?
You got to have a certain amount of films to get on there.
How many? I'm so curious about this. How many?
Probably like, last time I talked to him was like 200 or 300, something like that.
You have to have 200 films in your catalog.
That's why everybody wants a catalog. So everybody wants a catalog now.
I see. Okay.
Right.
So you're kind of helping me get a better view of like the business side of the filmmaking. So, okay. So you have to, developing your catalog, in order to develop your catalog, you need to find out what people want to actually watch. Then you tailor your film around that.
Right.
Then you build your catalog up to 200 or whatever. And then you either reach out to a distributor or you go to a platform that has that sort of threshold, and then you ask to be featured or whatever? Yeah,
so if you got your own catalog, you can go directly to Tubi. A distributor pretty much has a big catalog because they're getting moved from me, from you, from this person, that person. And they have like 500 films. So when they go talk to Tubi, they got a catalog. That's why Tyler Perry, 50 Cent, all of them are making all these series so they can build a catalog.
That makes so much sense.
So they can go
now.
directly with the platforms instead of going through a middleman. So that's pretty much how it works. And that's why they make what people want to see. So the creative part, you see what I mean? It gets
diluted.
Right.
Do you think that these types of films, like the catalog films, you know, the Tyler Perry films, the 50 Cent films, do you think that they're too broad or maybe too diluted or something like that? You think it's beneficial for the business side? What about for the artistic side?
It's what the people want. Because like they show you, like we see producers, we see what sells. Distributors want you to sell. They want you to win because then they win.
Yeah.
So they'll have what's most popular, what's people watching. Last time I think 50 Cent had for the top 10, he was like 6 of them. Then Tyler Perry was like 6, 7, 8. So the people are telling you what they want. They want crime dramas. They're saying it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what, you can make it, but
right. Who's going to watch?
Right. You can make whatever you want to make, you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
It's better to find an avenue that's already popular, people are looking for, and then kind of fit in there and build your catalog.
Everybody does it. I mean, everybody's doing it. I mean, Hollywood's not even going to greenlight it if they can't get money from it. You know?
Do you think that there's a rise in indie filmmaking that is more focused on the commercial side or the popularized side of filmmaking?
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of people doing stuff. They're not making any money because they're online complaining all the time.
Yeah.
So again, like it's different groups, and you can, like on Facebook, everybody know the film groups on Facebook, right? So a lot of them up there are mad because, like you're saying, oh, my project is so great. It's great to you. Yeah. But that don't mean it's great to me, you know what I mean? But it's great to you, and that's cool, you know, but you got to look at it from, it's like selling anything, man, to be honest with you. So like what I did is I took a job, I used to be in mental health, right? So I went and took a job in marketing so I can understand people better and how to market things better, right? So I did that because I was like, well, I don't really know how to market. So I went and got a job in it to learn it, you know, learn how to talk to people and stuff like that. Yeah. So do you really want to sell the movie, or do you want to make it for you, or do you want to make it where you get, because you're not gonna win an award making something for yourself. The people gotta like it, right? So you might as well just go and make what they like. Yeah. And just put your spin on it. That's all.
You know, with award shows like the Oscars, the BAFTAs, the Palme d'Or, all of these like awards that you can win all over the world at these all over the world at these film festivals. Is there a sort of are there parameters for that as well? Is it more like this, you know, reached this many indie, you know, film lovers and that's why it's great? Do you think it's business oriented, or do you think it's more like we appreciate the art? Like what was your take on it?
It's business, because what they do to win an Oscar, you got to be lobbied for, right?
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
And that's the answer right there. They're lobbying it. And if I had a movie coming out and let's say like you in it, right? And I know you up for an Oscar. I'm gonna lobby for you to win because it helps my movie. Yeah. And the people who have you in their next movie is also gonna lobby it. So we all gonna put our money together and push to get those voters to vote for you, because you're in my movie, you're in their movie, and you're in a movie next year. So if you win, we all win, and you win too.
So it's politics in
always politics.
Filmmaking.
It's always politics.
Wow.
But you just got, again, it's just business. Yeah. It's always going to come back to business at the end of the day. You know?
So creative isolation is something that a lot of filmmakers are going through. And so how do you manage the filmmaking process? Do you have any advice for people who feel isolated in their own processes?
It depends on what stage they're in. Like if they're new to it, something like that, you got to get out and work with people. But it's getting to a point, to be honest with you, I kind of feel bad for like actors in a way, because AI is really, really coming. And I know producers, friends of mine, is starting to lean heavy into AI. And I mean, it's just going to be a part of it. So being isolated is probably going to get even worse, because they're going to start pushing more AI. Yeah. And it's getting really, really good. Like really, really good.
It's so interesting, because I've done voice work with AI companies, and it is great. You know, it's great for for example, if you wanted to do an audiobook and you wanted to have a professional
Right.
voice from a professional actor, like that's really one of the, the good reasons as to why I believe in AI, and I think it's beneficial to the filmmaking community. And so, would you say that it's beneficial for people who do feel isolated in their sort of filmmaking process, whatever stage they're in or whatever aspect that they're in, to get involved with AI or try to find companies that can integrate the actual performer or the writer in with the way the landscape is shaping right now?
I don't think they really have a choice anymore. They're pretty much going to do it anyway because the AI is coming. What's going to hurt AI, I think, is going to hurt really the indie actors. That's what I think is really going to hurt. Because extras, like, you're not going to need extras.
Oh, right, because you can just CGI them in the background.
But you're not going to need extras. You're not going to need a stunt man. Because you can have the cars, and it's cheaper. And less no insurance. You got to worry about nobody getting hurt. You can get the same thing done over and over. You don't have to do a million shots to get it done. Far as the acting, they're getting it now, whereas, like, you can't even tell. It's getting really close. And now they can generate up to like 3 minutes. So you put the clips together. You think about a 90-minute movie, 3 minutes, you only like 30 clips.
Wow.
So it's getting to that point. So if you're not using AI or understanding it, you're going to get left behind. So that's just pretty much how it is. As far as the isolation part goes, I don't think it's going to get any better. You're probably going to get more secluded.
Yeah, if you don't adapt. Basically.
Yeah, if you don't adapt to it, But me personally, I'm still work with actors and stuff like that because but I can see how it's going to change, because even with some stuff I've done, I used AI before.
Yeah.
Like a car chase or something like that. I don't have a
budget for
a car chase.
Right.
Yeah.
So really it could be of benefit to indie filmmakers to be able to figure out how to use these AI tools to your advantage so you don't get left behind.
Right.
Do you think that there are any disadvantages to the industry as a whole leaning more towards AI, like leaving the realness behind? Do you think that there's going to be some problems in the future?
I think it's going to hurt a certain group of actors, to be honest with you. If you don't have a big name and people know you, it's going to hurt you, because then they can be like, well, like a commercial, right? Commercial's like, what, 30 seconds? Why would we need to really, we could just sit down and then the marketing company could just hire an AI person to do it.
Right.
And then a production company could have an AI person on their staff now,
Yeah.
So why would you need all these?
Yeah.
So
basically adapt or get left behind.
You can get left behind. It's gonna happen. It's like with music.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
If you're still making beats on machines, and now they got I don't want to drop no, but they got now you can just type in name. You can just type it in or hum it, and they'll make the whole beat.
Wow.
And they'll have people singing, or you don't even have to know how to sing anymore.
Yeah.
So
so basically catch up.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. You know?
Okay, so last question. This has been so enlightening for me. If you had all the money in the world, or you had, an unlimited budget, what would you make? I guess is the question.
Probably make the movie I want to make right now. I don't want to say now. I want to give it away.
Sure.
But it's about missing and murdered, because a lot of Native American women go missing and murdered. So people in, I don't know if I said, I'm Okinichi Saponi. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay, no, I'm Cherokee.
So pretty much a lot of them, my family pretty much been asking me to make more movies like that, you know? So if I did, I would probably make it more like that. So that's what I'll probably make.
Wow. No, I love that. That's amazing.
But it's just, I don't know how my audience comes. So my audience is pretty much urban. So then I have to go that film festival route and play all them games like that.
Yeah.
But they'll help me out. I know they'll help me out. So
this has been so great. If people want to learn more about your work, where can they find it?
Find me.
Any of your work.
You can find me on Facebook, Tye Banks. Just type in Tye Banks. TyeBanks.com. Pretty much take to everything.
Awesome. What about your films?
My films on Amazon, Tubi, Roku. You can just Google me, pretty much all over now.
Okay.
So, just depends on which one you watch. Yeah.
And then also Facebook. There's like a series on Facebook as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. So it isn't up yet, but it's gonna have all of it's gonna be connected. So if you follow me on Facebook, I'll have it all connected that way.
Awesome.
That'll be the hub for it, and you can go from there.
Okay, excellent. So Tye, thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate
It's been so great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And so we'll see you guys next time.